Hey, Tracy lovers, want some Tracy? Okay. What's up, y'all? Look, today I want to come kick it with y'all and talk to y'all. It's my chill day. Look, today is my chill day. The kids, I got a phone call last night from the kids' school, and they didn't have school today due to the weather. The weather is gonna be rainy, snowy, roads gonna be horrible out there. Look, I am okay with sitting in the house. I am okay with not doing nothing. So yeah. Today is my chill day, but I do want to come on here and talk to y'all about wealth. Nah, look, I am sorry to disappoint whoever whoever got this idea on what wealth should look like or how it should be portrayed or whatever. However, look, baby, I am chilling and I want to talk about it, whether it look like I'm in it, whether it don't look like I'm in it, whether I'm walking towards it or not. I do not want to shy away from conversations like this because look here, it's a mission for me. You know, I just feel like wealth in all of its forms, the kind you build, the kind you grow, and sometimes you got to rebuild it. You get what I'm saying? So let's talk about it. Let's kick it. Come on and chill with me, y'all. Look, I don't know how to do the good editing to make the. But y'all come chill with me real quick. This topic been on my head because look, I've been even getting a few different perspectives on wealth. I've been learning about it. I've been studying it. I've been working towards growing it myself. And I learned a lot of stuff, y'all. I don't want to talk about it. I want to start off by talking about just where I'm at with my wealth, and how to look for me. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I gotta have my notes down here so I can just stay on topic. Um, for me right now, I'm not stacking a bunch of money just to say like I'm up, I got it. Trying to keep up with the Jones and all that. No, for me, it's about investing smart, taking the right risk, fixing what didn't work, and then growing what does work. It's about learning how to make my money work for me instead of running myself into the ground trying to chase it. You get what I'm saying? And the older I get, the more I realize that wealth is not just about money. Money is a piece of it, yes. Okay. But wealth is also peace. Wealth for me is clarity. Wealth is being able to breathe and make those connections. You get what I'm saying? Wealth is wisdom. It's the way you work your mind, your mindset. Because if your mindset is broke, your money will be broke. You get what I'm saying? Look, y'all, like I said earlier, I had some conversations with a good friend recently, and I'm just like, what's your perspective on wealth? And I love asking that question and getting, different responses and stuff and hearing people's perspectives. And basically, he broke down to me like it's so many different levels on wealth. Like I say, whether you learning about it or trying to get it or trying to understand it or trying to maintain it, that's still growth. That's still learning. That's still growing your wealth. Wisdom is wealth. You get what I'm saying? So we shouldn't shy away from if we're not where we want to be at on our wealth journey. We shouldn't feel embarrassed if we not where we want to be at yet, or pressured to pretend like we are. We just gotta stay focused and be teachable. And like I say, not all wealth is about money. Like me talking to different people. Some people's wealth is being healthy. That's what you said. Being healthy. Wealth. Well, a part of wealth to him is being able to have it. You know what I mean? For a long period of time. Being healthy. Being able to enjoy your wealth is part of wealth. And I like that because one of my mentors told me, we gotta feed our brain. We gotta feed our brain and feed our body. And if our body and our brain poor and lacking, our wealth is too. So yeah. Um Wealth to me looks like sometimes starting over, sometimes failing, sometimes learning, figuring it out, like the journey. Hold on, y'all. I'm cooking. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I just feel like, for me, I'm enjoying learning and growing my wealth. I've learned, like I say, wealth is not always about having money. As far as like, wealth to me sometimes is the things that you can't buy. Those connections, that mindset, family, friends, your love. You get what I'm saying? Your knowledge. Like, like my journey on wealth, I feel like I didn't have to start over a few times, but just learning so much. And then I had to stop myself the other day and say, like, hold on, wait, I'm not even starting over. I'm restarting with more wisdom, more experience, more understanding. That's why I say in my wealth journey, where I'm at right now is just investing in the right things, investing in focusing on the things that I want to grow. Look, I am not the same woman I was years ago when I was making my money and I ain't had no discipline. You know? And I always thought working harder was me working smarter. And just recently I found out just because I'm so busy doesn't mean I'm getting closer to wealth. And that's I'm wiser now. You get what I'm saying? And for me, wisdom is wealth. Knowing how to move, knowing how to be strategic, and knowing how to fail and get back up. That is wealth. Learning what just nature, learning how to live every day without, I don't know the right word for it, y'all. I don't. I just feel like wealth is not, it just don't mean money. It don't mean cars, clothes, or material things. But it's a piece of the puzzle that does. Like, yes, we do need those things. Yeah, we probably do need clothes and we need transportation. Yeah, we need those things. But just because you have that doesn't mean that you reach wealth. You reach some type of level. Look, me working in different careers. Y'all know I've been career hopping. I've been career hopping. I've been trying this, trying that, corporate, non-corporate, entrepreneur, self-employment, all that. Like, I've been trying it. Not to say anything bad about none of them. I just know that you can have money and you can still be broke. You can have money and you can still feel empty. You can have money and you can still feel like you're drowning. You can have money and still be so like spiritually bankrupt. That's that mindset. Then on the flip side, you can be broke financially, but just wealthy in wisdom, wealthy in peace, wealthy in clarity, wealthy in your direction. And that wealth is what leads to the kind of money that stays. All right? And I just feel like wealth, it has layers to it. Wealth has layers. Financial wealth, that's what you earn, what you save, what you invest in. Then you got that mental wealth, how your mind works, that discipline, what you staying focused on. You got emotional wealth, your peace, your boundaries, your relationships, spiritual wealth, your grounding, your purpose, your connections, social. And I want to, hold on, wait, because I feel like I'm reading through my little list real quick, fast. But that emotional wealth, it took me about 8 years. Like, no, it took me a few years to learn how to not let nobody shake me, to have peace, in no matter what kind of chaos somebody bring up on you or you have stumbled upon yourself. To have peace, that is wealth. Okay? Have y'all ever, I was looking at this TikTok the other day and this lady just telling her story. She telling her story. I'm over here crying like, choking up. But she is so like calm, humble, blessed, and just like, you know, it ain't like she beating herself up. She just like she taking it. But I just say that to say she found peace in whatever chaos she had. That's that's a lot. I just love that. I love that. So you got your spiritual wealth, you got your social wealth. That's the people around you, your network, your value to the world. Okay, that is that's a level to me. Like having a network, having a team. Y'all seen that video? I do want a team that you can build with. You know, whatever, however. But the people that you have around you, it matters how they pour into you. Like a moment of silence for the people that's in my life right now. Like God be showing out. God be showing out. Okay. Um, knowledge wealth. Knowledge wealth, that's your skills, your wisdom, your lessons that you've learned and been through. And until you can understand all those layers, money alone is not going to save you. Yeah, I heard what I said. There's people out here with money. It look like they got money, but they still living paycheck to paycheck, miserable. I'm trying to tell y'all, wealth is wealth is not just money. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yes, kick it with me. I hope I ain't disappoint y'all. Y'all wanted to, I want to talk about wealth, and I don't know how y'all, how y'all version of wealth look, but this ain't the Instagram version where it's like all pretty and dialed up. This is me relaxing on my good day, just talking about wealth. I'm in a season where I'm learning what to invest in, what to pull back from, what's worth my energy, what's draining me, what aligns with my future, and what is just a distraction, even in my careers while I'm making money. Some career, I've learned that some careers can drain you and is not aligned with your mission. It's not aligned with your purpose. Let me say that. It's a distraction. Okay? And wealth for me is about planting the right seeds. Even if I don't see the harvest yet, even if I don't see it yet, Tracy Love, look here, y'all. Tracy Love um, is not making millions yet. But I see that I got a vision for that. I see where it can go and where it's going. So it might look like I'm just starting completely from the bottom, but I'm not just rebuilding from scratch. The older I get, every year, the wiser I get, and it changed the game a little bit for me. How I walk. I'm learning. I'm just learning, y'all. I'm learning. I'm learning to invest my money a little smarter, take wiser risks. Cause look, last year I was look here. I had some fun, but I have learned some lessons. I'm learning to fail forward and not fail backwards. I'm learning, this one right here. I'm learning how to pause without quitting. Okay? My younger days, I used to y'all know I'm that fire sign too, that Aries. I would just start so many projects. Start this, start. Never finishing nothing until I don't know, one day I was just like, you know what, whatever I say I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish, I'm gonna do it. For how long it takes me, I'm gonna do it. And then I was doing some things and I started to get overwhelmed, started to get depressed while doing it. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do it. It would have been easy to quit. It would have been easy to quit. But me not quitting, me keep going, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just need a little break. Like, sometimes you need to just throw it on up. Look here, look here. Let me walk away for a second. You go ahead and handle that for me, God. But that pausing without quitting is everything. That's how you learn how to grow with intention and not so much pressure. Okay? So this stage right now I'm building for wealth for me. It's personal, it's intentional, it's about strategy. It ain't about just making no noise. It's not about getting on here flexing and no. It's about my foundation, how stable my foundation is. For real. Recently one of my friends I was talking to, say wealth is not a place you arrive at. It's it's like a mindset you grow into. And I like meditated on that for a few days. I meditated on that for a few days because some people can get money, like I say, and be really mentally broke. Some people can get an opportunity. Oh my gosh. Some people can get an opportunity and still don't believe they deserve it. Some people can level up, but then stay connected to the version of themselves that couldn't handle that blessing. Wealth is not just something that you get, it's something that you become. Somebody can come drop a whole lot of money in your pocket and you can be broke 3 months. You get what I'm saying? So wealth is something that you have to learn and you got to become. Look, when he broke down his perspective, I was like, okay, the levels of wealth is important. The spiritual, the responsibility of wealth, the discipline behind that comes building wealth, all that is important. It's important. And I've realized that we've been lied to about um what wealth starts with money. You gotta have money to build wealth and da, da, da. No, wealth starts with your mindset. It starts with your habits, with your discipline, clarity, with healing. Because if you don't change your mindset, your money will change nothing. You can get a whole lot of money and still doing the same thing, whatever. If you're undisciplined, your money will just be gone. But if you know how to take care of your money, steward your money well, you know how to invest, you know how to steward well, you won't have those problems. If you're insecure, your money become that mask. And money can't fight insecurity forever. And then if you unhealed, your money will expose those wounds. Because then you're going to be trying to spend all your money trying to cover them. If you're disconnected from your purpose, your money will confuse you more. You won't know what the fuck to do with it. Money enhances who you are. It doesn't fix who you are. I'm telling y'all. That's why it's important. I love talking about it. I love learning about it. Look, wealth to me is studying. Studying how to become or how to be the person I desire to become. For me. So I can get, you know, what I want in this lifetime. Yeah. And then the reason why I'm mixed starting over with wealth is because, like I say, I feel like I'm starting over on my climb to wealth. I feel like I didn't have to start over so many times because it's so important. When we look, for me, when I'm trying to build wealth, it's like, okay, we're going, well, let me just say me. I have failed. I have failed at it a few times, which means I have to get back up and start again. But I'm not just starting from nothing. I'm starting from wisdom. I know a little bit something. I know a little bit of something now. Every time we fail, we be thinking like, oh, I'm behind, or I messed up, or dang, I done failed again. Everybody doing better than me. Listen, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Every lesson you paid for, whether it was financially or emotionally, that becomes part of your wealth. I feel like I gotta say that again because that hits so good. Every lesson you paid for, whether it was financially or emotionally, becomes part of your wealth. Knowledge is wealth. Them lessons is wealth. Every mistake taught you something. Every disappointment redirected you. Every loss humbled you. Every season of lack grew you. You're not starting at zero. You starting at wisdom, and that is so important to me because, like I say, I want so much, and I do feel like I got to start over. But I'm not just starting from scratch. I know a little bit of something. Wealth forces you to grow into a better version of yourself, whether you want to or not. If you want some money, you're going to have to learn how to have some self-control. You have to learn how to have strategy. You got to learn how to delay gratification sometimes. You want some money, you learn how to say no. You learn how to believe in yourself even when nobody else does. You want to believe in yourself, believe in something that you only believe in, then having to convince somebody else to believe in it like you do. Some of y'all want some wealth, or some of us want wealth, but we don't want the discipline that comes with it. We want to increase, but we don't want to release some of them old habits. We want that abundance, but we still thinking lack. Wealth require us to grow, y'all. We do not be the same person. No, you can't be the same person to get it. You have to grow. And the version of you is who's being built right now while you're on your journey. Ooh, baby. Yeah, I'm such a nerd. Thank y'all for talking about wealth with me. This is like important to me, y'all. This is so important because look here, you know, we have all had, you know, money and lost it and played with it and mismanaged it and all this other stuff. But if we want to reach some type of level, we got to know how to, we got to know how to feel that shift. And we got to no longer see wealth as something outside of ourselves, or no longer see wealth as something that's so far away, so far-fetched. I used to always say that. Like, yeah, I think that can happen for me, but it seemed like it'd be so far-fetched. Like, no. Stop seeing wealth as something that might happen or you might reach it one day. I see wealth as something I grow internally first. Once you understand that, the external wealth follows. Not immediately, not magically, like I wanted to. Not overnight, but eventually. Being consistent, it'll happen. It's not about chasing money. It's not about chasing money. Not about chasing it. It's about building wealth. So when it comes, it stays. You know? All right, let me go ahead and skedaddle. I love y'all. I love you. If you watching this and you listening right now and you feel like you rebuilding, you feel like life humbled you, because look, life always be like treats. You feel like life humbled you, if you feel like you lost things and you worked so hard for it, you feel like you starting from the bottom again, let me speak this over you and over y'all. Look, you are not starting over. You are not starting over, okay? You are starting wiser. You are. You starting with a deeper insight, a stronger mindset, more clarity, and a healed version of yourself. My message to y'all about wealth, and then I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle. Wealth is not far-fetched. It's not impossible. It's not exclusive. It's not just for the lucky. Wealth is a journey. Wealth is transformation. Wealth is a mindset shift. It's a process. And we already on our path, y'all. Whether you feel it or not, whether you see it or not, whether your bank account reflect it or not, we are on our path. The work you're doing internally, the habits that you're changing, the wisdom that we're gaining, the healing that we're going through, that's wealth. That money is going to catch up. And when it catch up and get to us, it's going to stay. All right? All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and skedaddle on. Find me something and get done eating. Find me something to eat. Let me say that, because I ain't ate nothing yet. But I wanted to do this video, chill with y'all real quick. And, yeah. I know, I'm literally chilling, y'all. Look, thanks for kicking it with me. Thank you for kicking it with me. I'm glad we had this talk, you know. I know a lot of these wealth videos, you will see corporate, like, suited up and booted up. But look here, I want to talk about it. All wealth look different. Some, like I say, some people have that and still paycheck to paycheck. So learn it for yourself. All right. I love y'all. All right, I'll catch y'all on my next one. Deuces.